Hey guys, it's Ayden and Olivier. I am here at the individual female competition for vaulting, and with me today is Mattia Harnacke, who is from Australia,
yes.
Model rider and all-around jack of all trades.
I hope so. Anyway, yeah.
So, have you done a little bit of vaulting yourself?
I actually have. I just started a new TV show I'm working on, and we're trying all sorts of different things. And vaulting was one of the things I had to do in one of the episodes, and it was extremely difficult.
So what's your favorite part about it?
My favorite part? I like the kind of a gymnastic aspect of it. It's extremely challenging in the balance aspect, but yeah, it's fun.
So on another note, you do a little bit of like trick riding, I've noticed on Instagram.
Kind of. Yeah, I do a little bit of like trick training, and it came in because I couldn't ride my horse for a little while because he had surgery. So we had fun doing that, and then it kind of progressed into also helping me in my dressage work.
So how long does it normally take for like one of your tricks?
It depends. It depends on the trick and it depends on the horse. But chasers pick them up quite quickly.
Yeah.
So I would say maybe a couple of days to kind of get the idea going, and then of course you build on that.
A couple days? Oh my gosh. What about the one, I don't know their names, but like when you make them rear and strike out?
Yeah, the rear. The rear, yeah, that takes a bit more time, especially for my horse because he's so big and he does them so big as well. So that probably took a few weeks. Yeah, but we work on them every day. They can always get better.
That's so exciting. Thank you so much.
No
we're going to be talking a little bit more about the guys in charge here, the Master of Ceremonies. You would definitely not miss him if you saw him. He wears a very gigantic hat around everywhere.
You can see there's cameras, there's horses, there's riders, there's stewards. There's a ton of stuff going on down here. Before the riders and the horses go out there to jump. And one of the guys that controls it all is the ringmaster. How's things going so far?
Everything is good. Really have a nice flow. I mean, we had yesterday already working all day, the day before with some training. We have established a nice flow. The riders know when to come in, and there's no time pressure. We're going to give them all the time they need to come in the ring, prepare properly. So we have a very generous time schedule.
How important is it that you keep everybody calm and to timings out here?
That's the reason I look so funny and I talk funny, I guess, too. I'm trying to keep the riders calm, because if the horse is calm but the rider is very nervous, animals feel it, and that's going to influence the ride. So with my demeanor and joking around, but also, you know, the firm hand, they know exactly to be here on time and safe. It helps, I know it helps the riders and the owners and the chefs and the horses.
Can you explain your hat?
This is a circus hat that I got 30 years ago. I found it was made for a circus director in London, England, made in the States, heading home. I found it, bought it, and I think it's me. A little story about this one, but just between the two of us, make sure it doesn't go in the air. 4 years ago, World Equestrian Games Normandy, at the dressage horse inspection, I came in the morning because it was foggy, and I was wearing this wig with the curlers. Charlotte Dujardin saw me. She asked to put it on. She put it on, and guess what the cameras were doing? Everybody got her in curlers.
You're not just a ringmaster.
No, I'm also, I'm a friend of the riders. But being a friend of the riders, anybody can be a friend when you win. Everybody's your friend when you win. I have been in the darkest hours of many, many international riders. The most rewarding part, and you can look at my skin, I'm getting goosebumps right now. For me, the most rewarding part of all of this is that I'm honored and allowed to do the Paris prize-giving ceremonies. It teaches everybody what life is all about, what the horses do for people and what people can do with horses. When a person sits on a horse that has only half a body or has no legs, one arm, and it's a lesson for everybody. For me, for all the other riders, do not complain. Look at those people, what they do, what the power they have, the strength they have, and what horses do for us. So that is definitely, from my heart, the most rewarding part of all the equestrian parts.
Oh, guys, there's a lot of action going on right now. That's Bram Charbon's horses and carriage getting all hooked up. Ishban is just on the other side over here, and yeah, things are really tense. The paradressage is just about to start on the other side of us right now, but things right now is this is the marathon port of the driving, and our leader should be coming around here pretty soon. We'll keep an eye out for him, but I'm just going to quickly grab Dana, one of the course marshals. Dana, how are you doing today?
Hey, fine, thanks.
Can you tell me a little bit about the course.
The course is divided into 3 parts. This is a test of the horse's endurance. The first phase is called Phase A. It's a little under 3,000 meters. Then there's a transition or transfer phase, which is 500 meters. Then the competitors will go into a 10-minute vet box where the horses are checked for the temperature, pulse, and respiration, and the vets make sure that the animals are fit to continue. And then the final portion, which is the really exciting part, is the obstacle phase, and that is 8,230 meters.
I've noticed that you've been keeping an eye on it. There's a lot of action down there.
Yes. This is what, as a combined driver, this is what we live for: is to drive the marathon and drive the obstacles.
Dana, thanks ever so much for that explanation. As the competitions heat up down here at Tryon, guys, so do our competitions. It's the Horseshoe Challenge tomorrow, the big event between me and Ayden. But here's the best undercard, the Philipparts brothers.
So today is our second to last day at the Horseshoe Challenge, and joining me are Nicola and Olivier Philipparts. How are you guys doing today?
Good, and yourself?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm really excited though, because today it's a little bit nostalgic, because tomorrow we're going to have our finale for the Horseshoe Challenge, and my co-host and I are going head to head, and I'm really, really competitive. So this is another way I can put 2 brothers against each other competitively. Anyways, we're going to start round 1. So whoever wants to go first can begin. All right, so Nicola will go first. Oh, pretty decent. Now Olivier. All right, who's it gonna be? Oh! Well, we'll see. We've got 2 more throws, but right now you're winning. Oh no! Okay, then this means right now round 1 is a tie. Oh! Okay, how do we judge this? They both make it on. I think whoever's the second one is closest, so let's see. Olivier, was that yours? This one? Okay, I'm giving round 1 to you. Nicola's up. Round 2. Oh, that one's pretty close. We'll see how it goes. Are you guys competitive in everything against each other?
Very, very competitive.
All right, who's it gonna be? Oh, bad luck. Nicola for round 2. Round 3? All right, last one. Winner takes all. Oh. Why are you guys making this so difficult? Oh. All right, last throw. How am I supposed to judge this, guys? You're making this... Okay, you guys won. Let's see. It is closer. All right, well, I guess that means Olivier wins. Congratulations. I mean, it was pretty neck and neck there. Thanks so much for joining me. I don't have any prizes for you guys, but maybe I can buy you guys some milkshakes later.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Thanks for joining us.
Okay, guys, things are cooling down right here. The horses are cooling down after their run. I'm with George, the driver for the German team, with a translator. George, how did that go?
Wie war's für dich?
Ja, erstes bis viertes Hindernis sehr gut.
First to the 4th obstacle it was very good, and at the 5th
5. Hindernis war natürlich 2, 3 Patzer, 2 Bälle und ein Stopp. Das hat mich ein bisschen Zeit
there were
gekostet.
2 balls down at the 5th obstacle and 1 stop, so it was a little slow, of course.
Was the course as challenging as he thought it would be?
War der Kurs so, wie du ihn erwartet hast?
Ja, war schwer und Technik, aber
It
war...
was difficult and technical, but as expected.
And now what do you do to get ready for tomorrow?
Was machst du jetzt, dich auf morgen vorzubereiten?
Ja, ganz normal. Ich morgens Kegel fahren und ein neuer Tag und dann werden wir wieder von anfangen.
Tomorrow is a new day, and we will see what happens tomorrow.
Great, thanks ever so much, guys. Okay, guys, so as I learn more and more about driving, here are some stars to watch out for.
Driving is thrilling for both competitors and spectators alike. It's a spectacular and adrenaline-fueled equestrian discipline. For those of you who haven't experienced this dynamic sport, it basically involves a carriage pulled by 4 horses and incorporates 3 phases spread over 3 days. Competition begins with the dressage phase, where combinations must complete a design test, which is judged on accuracy and harmony. The marathon phase follows the dressage. This is where the spectators in Tryon will get a taste of what chariot races may have looked like back in the day. The carriages are navigated in and out of tight corners and turns known as obstacles in a race against the clock. It's spectacular to watch, and it's high-octane action all the way. The driving concludes with the cones phase, which tests the accuracy and speed of each combination as they navigate through cones with balls on top. If drivers knock a ball off, they accrue additional penalty points. Medals are awarded to the top 3 teams and individuals. Boyd XL is a 2-time World Equestrian Games champion, having clinched individual gold in Lexington 2010 and Normandy 2014. The multi-title winning Australian is ranked #1 in the world and is a firm favorite to medal in Tryon. But Boyd is well aware that the seasoned veterans and the new kids on the block are keen and able to upset the form book.
Well, I mean, I've had great success at the previous 2 WEGs, so I mean, it brings excitement, but also a little bit of pressure. Of course, it'd be fantastic to get a hat-trick of world titles. I don't come in here thinking I'm planning to win. So I come in here confident and focused and just need to deliver good results, and then the icing on the cake, maybe the medal ceremony, I hope.
All American eyes will be on Chester Weber, a driver who has experienced the feeling of winning on home soil.
The World Equestrian Game for all the non-Olympic disciplines is the highlight of what you do, and winning a medal, it really gives you, instant notoriety throughout the equestrian world, and certainly doing that at home. When we won Team Silver in 2010 in Kentucky, you felt like you were going home as a hero.
The American drivers will certainly be looking to medal in Tryon. Having experienced success in the atmosphere in Lexington, Chester is well aware of the pros and cons of competing in the U.S. Apart from individual medals, the Americans will be looking to secure team gold, but history is against them. The Netherlands have dominated the team event, taking the honors in 4 of the past 5 World Equestrian Games. The legendary Dutch driver IJsbrand Charden has actually medaled in every WEG since 1990. He has all 12 of them on display back home in Den Hoorn. The opposition will be strong, but don't bet against the Dutch topping the podium once again at the World Equestrian Games.
Hey guys, we are backstage right now in the warm-up arena for the vaulters, and I'm currently trying to pretend to be Matt in his model-esque ways.
Your Beyonce wind.
My Beyonce wind. But now we're going to be showing you a little bit about how these vaulters prepare. So since you had a little bit of an background in vaulting from your show, could you tell me a little bit about what the technical aspects that go into the sport require?
Yeah, well, it's obviously very physically straining. They have quite a tight schedule when it comes to training and muscle weight and all that kind of stuff. So it was interesting for me to see that, it's not just about training on the horse. There's so much work going down on the ground and training your body and diets and everything like that. Because if you think about, maybe sometimes in teams there's 3 people on the horse, and that can get very heavy as well. So it's as much building muscle and muscle memory and balance for the rider, for the riders and the horse as well.
It seems like it's a very technical aspect of it all. If you can even see I don't know if we can see they're warming up right now. I believe, I have no idea which country this is, but it's so amazing just to see all these athletes going around, and it's hard work. I don't think I could even do it. How does it feel after you had your little vaulting lesson?
I was sore. I even had to, so we had like a warm up, and the warm up already made me sore in itself. But it was interesting, and it was cool to see that even though sometimes you don't do very heavy work, it's like muscle balance memory. So if you don't have that, you just can't hold yourself up.
I don't know if I would be able to do that. I'm not very balanced when it comes to gymnastics.
You're not balanced. I'm like 191. I am the least person that would be balanced for anything. So I was like an awkward flagpole on a horse.
I don't know if they'd be allowing me on a horse though. I would definitely need to have like some kind of helmet going on, but
You're not allowed to wear helmets.
No helmet.
You're not allowed to wear helmets in training, and you're not allowed to wear helmets in competition because it's actually more dangerous to have a helmet.
Really?
Because of collisions and things like that, or getting caught. If the strap gets caught on the piece, on the horse, you can get dragged.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that.
And I didn't know that either, but I felt safe when I did it though, so that's all that mattered.
Very nice. Well, talking about helmets, we had Nick go and buy some because he needs to protect his little Canadian noggin.
Walking around and seeing a lot of riders, obviously with their helmets on, and it's made me think about that. And I've bumped into Renee. And Renee, could you explain a little bit about hard hats and the safety of helmets?
Okay, so helmets are probably the most important thing that you need to wear when you're riding, because that's protecting your head, which obviously is the most important part of your body. So helmet safety is very important, and the cap that we carry is one of the few helmets that's a 5-star rated helmet, meaning on every level it's rated the top in terms of safety, how they're constructed, the material, etc. So when you come and look for a helmet, I know they're all pretty and you want them to look nice, but the way that they fit is 100% the most important thing.
Are there different helmets for different events?
Yes and no. Obviously, the dressage ladies, they like a lot of the bling and the very feminine looking helmets. And then the jumpers, some kind of do the colorful ones, the fun ones. Endurance, they tend to be a little bit more classic, or the eventers. So really the style or the look is totally customizable to what kind of riding you're doing. But generally speaking, everyone doing this discipline should wear some version of this helmet.
I've worn a hockey helmet a lot of years. What's the big difference?
I'm not sure about.
You wouldn't even know that one, but.
Teeth more important in hockey, covering your teeth.
They're not my teeth now, anyway.
Okay.
I noticed this Canada one. Would this fit me?
I think your head is big enough for that helmet. Yes.
Should we try it?
We can try it. Yeah. Perfect.
There we go. All sorted. Hey guys, I'm with Glen Garrett, the driver for the Belgian team. Glenn, how did your run go?
We were starting really good. I was really happy with the 5 first obstacles. It was like we used to drive. And then something happened. One of my leaders wasn't really going for it anymore. I think it's because the crowd here is super. They're so sportive and really cheering you on. That's amazing. But yeah, he gets excited because of the crowd, and he wants to work between the obstacles, and he's not used to this temperature. And I think I get a bit tired, and he lost his fighting a bit.
Was it a fun course?
Yeah, it was really super. Beautiful marathon. Yeah.
What were your favorite parts for it?
My favorite part is just the environment here. It looks really good, and like I say, the public, amazing. Yeah, they're really supporting for everybody.
Quick word about getting ready for tomorrow.
Tomorrow the balls have to stay on.
Awesome. Thanks, Glenn.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, the vets work overtime right now. They're all frantically cooling off the horses. And we talked to Dr. Plume the other day. Here's what she had to say. So I've just bumped into Matilda. She's one of the vets for the German driving team.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
How are things going for you guys?
It's going really well so far. Like the horses, traveled really well. So we flew over last week, Friday, and they're adjusting well, and they're healthy. Obviously, this climate is very different than what they're used to, so I think the marathon phase on Saturday is going to be challenging for them. But we're getting prepared for that. So far, everything goes well.
You mentioned the weather. It's going to be warm out here. Will that affect the horses, and how do you tell and how do you cope with that?
Yeah, it's going to be warm, and actually we've had a really hot summer in Europe, so they're sort of used to that. So when you hydrate them very well and when you cool them down properly, like right after a marathon, they seem to cope quite well with just the heat. But what's different here, it's quite humid also. So like horses, they will lose their heat during transpiration, and that's going to be difficult here because it's so humid, so it's harder for them to lose their excess on heat. That's different. And also, so part of Germany is just flat, where most of our drivers come from, and it's quite hilly up here, so they'll have to go hill up and hill down, which is a different type of exercise than what they're used to. So yeah, I think that together with the humidity is going to be a bit challenging for them, not just for our German horses, but just for the European horses in general.
Okay, so I've seen chuck wagon racing before. I know this is a lot different. What are the horses in the back called?
Yeah, Yeah, chuck wagon racing is very, very different, I guess. Yeah, it's something Canadian. So the horses in the back, they're called the wheelers, and they're actually the two that are pulling the carriage. And then the ones in front, they are the leaders, and they're the navigators. They will listen to the driver very carefully. They respond to their names, and they will go that direction. But like exercise-wise, me as a vet, I always care much more about the wheelers because they are the workers. So for them, it's a much tougher job than
Guys, that's Jerome Coots from the Swiss team who's just finished up. They're all running up just to cool off the horses. Pretty action-packed down here, but the heat, the vets are definitely just keeping an eye on things and how the horses are. Their safety is the foremost thing that everybody's looking after. And guys, we are interactive, so keep sending in your pictures. We've only got one more day to go, so let's ramp it up. We've had some amazing ones today. Let's check out who's been sending in what. The Equestrian Australia. Australia qualification for Tokyo with this pick. Amazing, and congratulations to Australia for qualifying for the Olympics. Rich Neal, we are all taking photos like this morning. It was just a beautiful scenery around here, but this is the best one. Don Green, well done, Team USA. Amazing jump off, and it had everybody out of their seats. What an evening that was. Daryl Lynn, outside of FEI House, we hope you had a good time in there, maybe won some prizes. Catherine, development of para-dressage is amazing, and Catherine, I cannot agree with you more. It's been absolutely special for me. At Black Gold Equine, excited about marathon driving. It started, and we will hear the results soon. And guys, don't forget to we've only got one more day here at Tryon, so get in touch with us with hashtag B1 and hashtag Tryon 2018. Over to you, Ayden.
And I am backstage still, and I'm totally geeking out over these girls' outfits. I think the Swiss team is about to go in, and if you can take a look at the sparkles on this outfit. I'm so jealous that dressage riders don't have anything like this. We started to go a little bit crazy with some of our bling on our helmets and maybe a little bit on our jackets, but nothing to this extent. I'm so excited to hopefully trying one of these on. But speaking of outfits, our producer Charles showed us the color of his wallet and let us go shopping. I went a little bit crazy. Hey guys, so I'm here at the vendor areas for the World Equestrian Games. There is a lot of equine shops to be seen, but there's some also really cool shops that have nothing to do with horses. Let's check out a little bit about what we've got going on here. I'm only saying this because I'm super, super hungry. Just kidding. I say this all the time. This looks so amazing. Hello there. How are you?
Hi.
What's your name?
Hi guys. I'm Kimberly Tarrick. I'm the owner.
What is the name of your shop?
A Taste of Olives and Grapes, and we're located in downtown Tryon.
Very nice. So local. So can you tell me a little bit about what you got going on here?
So we've got some samples for you. We've got our blood orange olive oil. We also have some balsamics. We've got our fig. We've got our mango. So you've got a selection of white and dark balsamics to try.
Very nice. Okay.
And some basil olive oil as well. And we've got our French baguettes, and all of this is available downtown.
I'm so hungry. I mean, can you tell me which one I should start with?
I would start with the blood orange olive oil.
All right, blood orange olive oil. Here we go.
Great to do in desserts. On
there we
salmon.
go. Oh, so good. Thank you so much.
Well, guys, I'm a 47-year-old ex-hockey player who's been on his feet for the last 2 weeks. And Erez, I'm really, really tense. Can you help me out here at Utmost Therapy?
Absolutely, yes, my friend. I can do that. We have here a portable TENS and EMS machine, like used in physical therapists, hospital, or chiropractors. Our unit FDA medicals and covered by health insurance and coming with lifetime warranty on them.
How does it work?
What the unit doing is sending electric pulses to your muscles and make your muscle contract and relax. The unit creating circulation of blood to the area. While they squeeze your muscle, the unit creates oxygen to heal your muscle faster. While they squeeze your muscle, you're forcing circulation and relieving the pain for 8 hours with no drugs or side effects.
It's absolutely incredible. Easy money, thanks so much. Oh.
I'm here with
Judy Watson.
So this is your store?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What's the name of your store?
Freelance Design USA.
Very nice. Can you show me a little bit about all these? Oh, these horses are so cool.
Yes. We have We have all American artists work from coast to coast, and this particular artist is a native lady from Montana. The wood comes from Oregon and grows in the same valley where the artist lives there. This is a Weatherford, Texas artist that does the pottery horses.
That's so cool. So do you have like a lot of different artworks from other artists?
Yes, all American.
So collective about artists and stuff. Oh, this is so awesome.
Correct.
So can you show me a little bit of what's your favorite piece in this shop?
Oh my goodness.
Pressure's on.
I would say
All right,
any of
come
the
this
wood
way.
pieces or the gourd that lady.
Take a look at those wood pieces. Those are so beautiful.
This is the nicest smelling stall so far. Chris, this is absolutely amazing. Can you tell me what you guys do here?
This is Young Living Essential Oils. We are the world leader in essential oils, and we are here at the World Equestrian Games.
And tell me a little bit about your oils, because I noticed they're for humans and for horses.
They are, and for other animals as well. I mean, you can use them on your dogs, your cats, your pigs, your cows, your chickens, your snakes, whatever.
So what's so special about the oils?
Because they are 100% pure essential oils. We package, grow, distill, plant all of our own, so we know where they come from. There's no outsourcing from other areas that we don't know where they're coming from. They're pure 100% essential oils.
And how do they work on my body? What do they do?
They work on your body because they get absorbed into your bloodstream within 20 seconds. So if you're putting them on like topically, you can use them topically. You can ingest them. We have the Vitality line that you can use, like if you want to put some lemon in your water instead of drinking sodas loaded with chemicals and things like that. You can use some essential oils, and we have the Vitality line that is all labeled for ingestion. You can diffuse it into the air. You can put it on topically. 3 different ways you can use these beautiful oils.
Nice. Well, like, oil me up.
All right, go for it, girlie.
She wants to. Right now, and I have to say this is so mesmerizing to watch. Just looking at her, and she's twirling around on top of this horse as it's cantering around. I'm just immediately stunned by the athleticism and the balance that's required. So I'm going to be trying vaulting actually later. Should be interesting. Do you have any tips for me that I could be using for my little adventure in vaulting?
Yeah, I think start stretching, because there's a lot of movements that we don't normally do. And I think it's about like kind of fighting your instincts. As a rider, you always try and stay on. You try and stay balanced, and it's about kind of like fighting that urge to sit in the middle and sit up straight and just kind of go for it.
I'm so excited about it. Like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. So can you tell me a little bit, like, what is your favorite thing so far that you've learned about the vaulting?
I think it's, I like the aspect that everybody's able to put their own spin on it with a freestyle. You can have your own music and you can do your own choreography, and I always like when people are given that creativity to put into the sport. And I think it's always so beautiful seeing any horse with music, so it's great to see this kind of compositions come to life.
Thanks so much for trying to explain a little bit about this and giving me a heads up of what's to come. Now,
I think you'll be fine.
I'll be.
Yeah, it's difficult, but you'll be fine.
We'll see. We'll see. Fingers crossed. But we're going to say goodbye for now. So say bye, Namat.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Off to Nick.
Guys, still lots of action to happen today. Go to FEI.tv to keep up to date with what's going on with the rest of the competition for today. And it's our second last show, just about to come to an end. Here is the action that we have coming up for tomorrow, the last day of WEG 2018. Individual jumping will be starting at 9:35 Eastern Daylight Time, and driving cones, the final discipline of the driving, will start at 2:20 Eastern Standard Time. Well, guys, we're getting near to the end of WEG 2018. Thank you ever so much for joining us. Make sure you join us tomorrow at 12 Eastern Standard Time for our final show of Live at Tryon. For all of us, for now, it's goodbye.